Hi. Do you have a child who agonizes over the decisions that they have to make in their life? Maybe it takes them days or weeks to finally make up their mind. I bet that that's a big struggle for you as their parent to have to sit by and watch and feel like you can't help them. Well, I'm Jen Marie Eating. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I'm passionate about the work that I do with children and teens as well as their parents. So if you have an indecisive child, likely the biggest contributor to that is anxiety, right? Your child is probably anxious over some aspect of making that decision and needs your support. So here's a couple things that you can do. One is reflective listening, which just means that you reflect back to your child what you think you heard her say. So she might say, I'm really unsure about which class I want to take for my elective. Should I do art or should I do music? So you might say, it sounds like you're really struggling with figuring out what you want to do, and that's making it really hard to choose the class you want to choose. Why is that helpful? One, you're not making the decision for her, right? You're just validating her feelings and you're acknowledging that she's struggling and you're showing your support. It's important that you don't make decisions for your child because this doesn't help her to develop decision-making skills, and then that can encourage even more decisiveness. So you can help her also, in addition, do a pros and cons list, whether it's on paper or talking about it verbally, helping her to express the benefits of one decision as well as the negatives of that decision, and then comparing it to the benefits and the negatives of the other decision. Sometimes just being able to name all the good things as well as all the challenges with certain decisions can help things come to light, as far as, well, I know that art has a lot of positives but just one negative, whereas the music has a lot of negatives but just a little positive. So that can be helpful as well. The last thing that I absolutely recommend is going through the worst case scenario strategy. So what is this? This is a strategy of, if your child is really struggling, then you say, what's the worst case scenario if you pick the wrong thing? Sometimes the worst case scenario is really severe, so you want to help them go back to the first two choices. But in the instance of, if your child is really struggling with the elective choice, the worst case scenario may be she spends a few days in the class, realizes she doesn't like it, and then goes and talks with her high school counselor, and then they switch it. So, and then you ask, well, if that's the worst case scenario, is that something that you think you can tolerate? Usually when you break it down, it is something that is tolerable. And then once your child realizes that it's not a crisis if she makes the wrong decision, that can actually help her make the right decision. So just a few tips today. Please let me know how it went for you. If you found that you're really struggling with just getting to the part of communicating with your child, there could be some other stuff going on, or if the anxiety is sky high, she might need additional support, and I'm absolutely here for you and your child. So please don't hesitate to give me a call. If you're on my website, there's a red button that says schedule free consultation. Fill out that form and I will call you back. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a good day.